She has been practicing as a registered nurse for 14 years. She started as a clinic nurse in Women's Healthcare Clinic in Metropolitan Medical Center, became a staff nurse in Jose R. Reyes Memorial Medical Center, then as a private duty nurse. She is currently based in Singapore as a staff nurse in a maternity hospital. A Silver Awardee for Singapore Health Quality 2017, Thomson Angel Awardee 2018, and a Gold Awardee for Singapore Health Quality 2020. So please let's welcome our Miss Mary Christine A. Monsanto, a registered nurse. Welcome back po.
Hello. Hi. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Dinig po ba?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, yeah. Okay. So, we better get started. So, para yung mga gagawin nyo ay magawa nyo pa. Okay. Can I share my slides now? Okay.
Yes, please, ma'am.
All right. So, we're going to do the COVID-19. So, what is it and do I need it? All right. Ayaw niya mag-slideshow. Anyway, yeah, here we go. Okay. So, COVID-19 virus, previously known as the coronavirus, definitely we all know is a respiratory illness that can spread or be transmitted through droplets or airborne. Okay, and many known it originated sa Wuhan, China, because of this patient zero who went there around October or November of 2019. Nagpunta siya sa wet market in Wuhan, and then only on December 31, 2019, that the Wuhan Municipal Health Commission issued an alert that there was a cluster of cases of viral pneumonia in Wuhan, and they actually called it as SARS-CoV-2. So, where did it came from? Actually, no one really knows. Okay, there are theories na galing siya sa Wuhan laboratory as a biological warfare. Some of them because of the bats. Actually, SARS-CoV-2 galing talaga yan sa bats. Okay, that's the reason why nagkaroon tayo ng SARS last 2002 in southern China na nag-spread in 28 other countries, and also the Middle East Respiratory Syndrome or MERS last 2012, which is actually less contagious. Okay. Then they said that it actually came from the bats, but then during that time when patient zero went to the wet market, walang mga binibentang bats. So they thought that it's because of the pangolin, or also known as the ant eater. So ito yung nag-cause ng virus, but then sabi ko nga, no one really knows. So anyway, SARS-CoV-2 was actually first classified as a human coronavirus in 1965. So, ang coronavirus po ay talagang umiikot na po yan, and is actually caused by a common cold. Right? Okay. So, define muna natin yung epidemic, pandemic, and endemic. So, yung epidemic affects a large number of people within a community, population, or region. Pandemic, ito na yung nag-spread all over the world, over multiple countries or continents, and endemic belongs to a particular people or country. Okay. So, ito yung coronavirus. Kaya tinawag na corona because of these spikes. Okay. So, para siyang may crown. Okay. That's the reason why it's called coronavirus. However, it was been classified since 1965. Okay. So, the origin of COVID-19 name, they put the N, which is novel, CO, corona, V for virus, and 2019, the year it was being found. Okay, the novel here means new. It's a new strain of SARS-CoV-2. It's a new strain of coronavirus. That's why it's nCoV 2019. Okay, and then until the World Health Organization renamed it as COVID-19. The CO is the corona, V is for virus, D is for disease, and 19 is for 2019. So that's why right now we call it as COVID-19. Okay, the signs and symptoms after exposure may appear 2 to 14 days. Okay, yan yung sa yung unang-unang lumabas ang coronavirus actually. Okay, that's the reason why yung quarantine period nun ay 2 to 14 until 14 days. But actually ang average niya ay 5 to 6 days. Okay? And right now, Delta variant is 10 days. Okay? So again, it's after exposure po. Lumalabas po yung signs and symptoms after exposure. Okay. So what are the signs and symptoms? Since coronavirus is commonly caused by common cold, this is the reason why yung signs and symptoms niya ay pareho sa flu. You will have fever, chills, cough, shortness of breath, you may have sore throat, you will have fatigue, you will have diarrhea, headache, muscle pain. Ang magkakaroon lang ng difference dito ay magkakaroon kayo ng loss of smell or taste. And then sa Spain, they found out that these symptoms, redness on palm and sole, and even the tongue swelling are also signs and symptoms of COVID. Okay? So, hindi yan nawawala. Lahat yan, magkakaroon kayong symptoms na yan. Definitely, you will have COVID. So, what to do? So, technically, you always really need to wear your mask. Okay? The surgical mask can protect you 60 to 80%, while the N95 mask is 95%. Okay? N95 siya. Okay? So, kasi ang mode of transmission niya, tulad ng sabi ko, is through droplets. That's the reason why you need to wear your mask. Okay? So, please avoid wearing cloth mask because it will give you no protection at all. Itong mga cloth mask, itong may mga bulb dito, they're not advisable. Okay? All right. Then, of course, hand washing, then social distancing, 2 meters is the safest. Okay? Because ang travel ng virus from one person to another person will take 20 minutes to 30 minutes, especially the Delta virus. Okay? The Delta virus by average is 20 to 25 minutes. That's the reason why you really need to keep your distance. Okay? And then, tulad sabi ko, hand washing. Okay? Then, etong face shield, it's actually quite controversial dyan sa Pinas. Okay? If whether to wear it or not. Okay. So, for medical frontliner, for healthcare workers, and all frontliners, they do really need to wear face shield because according to studies, pinapaslow down niya yung pag-transmit ng droplets, and at the same time, the tendency for us is to touch the face. Okay? So, yun yung protection niya. Alright? But for common people, you have, I think in the Philippines, hindi na siya hindi na siya kasama sa protocol yung pag-wear ng face mask. So, it's more on your personal responsibility na lang if you're going to wear it or not. Okay? Either way, it will help you. Okay? So, yun. And then, of course, the home kit testing. Okay, so ito medyo controversial din dyan sa Pinas because according nga sa news, the FDA wala pa silang ina-approve na home kit testing. Okay, so this home kit here, the COVID-19 AG home test, which is by SD Biosensor, binibenta na yan dito sa Singapore, sa mga Watsons, Guardians, or sa mga pharmacy, binibenta na yan. Okay? Then, this also COVID-19 rapid test device. Ito yung ginagamit namin sa work because we need to do swab test, ART swab test 2 times in a week. Okay? Every Wednesday, every Sunday, we really have to do. So, our hospital provided it for us. And then, we also have here another type of ART kit. Okay? So, hopefully, magkaroon ng demonstration yung government kung paano siya gawin kapag once na na-approve na siya ng FDA. But with regards to SD Biosensor, you can go to my FB page, Tintin Monsanto, and I actually had a video about it. Then I will try my best to have a demonstration for the COVID-19 IgM because nasa luggage ko na siya. So I will try my best to make a video regarding it also. Okay? So yan. So ito yung ART kit. Gagawin niyo sa swab test, gagawin niyo lang siya sa bahay, and the result will come out in 15 minutes. Okay? Okay, so ano ba ang pinagkaiba ng quarantine at isolation? Yung quarantine po kasi is, ito yung mga taong nagkaroon ng close contact or na-expose sa mga taong COVID positive. Okay? And yung isolation naman po ay ito yung mga taong COVID positive. Okay? So yung isolation na yan, depende ako nasa bahay nyo or sa medical facility. Okay? Pupunta kayo sa medical facility if high risk kayo or with signs and symptoms ng COVID. Pero kung wala naman kayong symptoms or asymptomatic, you can do your isolation at home as long as nasa solo room kayo. Okay? Knowing the situation in the Philippines, most ng mga bahay, isa lang yung bathroom. Okay? So, yun yung pinaka-problema. Okay? So, if, for example, you need to do isolation at home at iisa lang yung bathroom nyo sa bahay, if yung COVID positive na tao ay gumamit ng toilet ng bahay, after mong gumamit, you have to disinfect your toilet and do not use the toilet for 20 to 30 minutes. Okay? So, yung susunod na tao, kailangan maghintay ng 20 to 30 minutes after mong ma-disinfect yung toilet. Alright? So, yan. Then, of course, itong quarantine ay para sa aming mga OFW na dumadating sa Pinas, okay, na galing sa ibang bansa, kailangan namin mag-quarantine. Okay? Okay. So, if COVID positive for a symptomatic person, please do self-isolation. Tulad ng sinabi ko, 7 to 10 days. Please wear your mask if hindi kayo solo sa room. Okay? If no solo room, again, please disinfect the toilet and don't use for 20 to 30 minutes. And please do not go out of your house or from the facility. And for those symptomatic naman po, please go to your hospital for proper treatment. So, this is the real myth of all time. COVID-19 is not real. And this is actually, maraming nagsasabi nito sa mga European or Western countries. Maraming mga puti, mga Amerikano or whoever they are, maraming mga Westerners ang hindi naniniwala sa COVID. Okay? So, but then, we're telling you guys, this is the biggest myth ever. So, according to Worldometers, last November 4, 2021, the total number of coronavirus was 2,448,920,917. 2 million. Okay? 200 million, I mean. Then, Philippines comes on the 19th spot na merong 2,795,642 cases. And ano po yan? As of November 4. Okay? Now, as of January 11, the coronavirus cases are now up to 300 million plus cases. Okay? So, yan. Hindi totoo yung virus, di ba? Okay? And for the Philippines, as of January 2022, now it's 3 million plus cases. Okay. So, yan ang SARS-CoV-2 and this is the spike. Yan yung mga spike, okay, na nagkakos ng infection. Okay? So, guys, as the virus mutates, the faster the transmissibility. What do I mean? The virus will keep on mutating. Okay? Pag nag-mutate yan, it's either mild or serious. Okay? But then it will keep on mutating. That's the reason why we are racing against time. And as it mutates, yung pag-transfer ng infection ay bumibilis. Okay? Just like from the original coronavirus, nag-mutate siya sa alpha, beta, gamma, and then nag-mutate siya sa delta. Pagka-mutate niya sa delta, bumilis yung pag-transmit ng infection. Maraming na-infect agad. Okay? And then when it mutated to Omicron, lalong mas madami ang na-infect. Okay? Alright. So we're going to discuss that later. Okay. So ayan. So ito ngayon yung mga variants ng COVID. The alpha, the beta, the gamma, and the delta. So the delta was known in India October 2020 at nakita naman natin sa news na maraming namatay and halos sa street na nila binibury yung mga tao. Okay? Then we also have the eta, iota, kappa, and lambda. Those are the variants. Kala nyo, isa lang no, pero marami siyang variants. And then lumabas na nga yung delta and then yung Omicron. Okay? So yun sinasabi namin na as it mutates, the transmissibility is faster. Okay? And then right now, they found out in Cyprus the Delta Cron. Okay? There are people who are saying that this is just a mistake. Okay? Nagkaroon ng mistake dun sa laboratory result. However, according to Cyprus, they did not had any mistake at all. This is a combination of Delta virus and Omicron. Actually, for viruses, they can do hybrid also. Okay? So, yan. Kaya that's the reason why we are racing against time. Okay. So again, as COVID-19 cases in the Philippines, January 9, umakyat siya ng 28,000. January 10, 33,000. Okay? And January 11, I think it's back to 28,000. Okay. So, alam naman natin yung reason kung bakit tumaas yung cases sa Pinas because of the holiday seasons. Okay? Hindi po siya dahil sa nagbago o because lumamig yung panahon. It's because of the holiday season na nag-alert level 2 and kumbaga lumabas sa lahat ng tao because nag-alert level 2, kumbaga hayahay na, party dito, party doon, gathering dito, gathering doon. Okay? Although even if we are already telling everyone not to do such gatherings, but hindi naman mapipigilan ng tao. So now this is the reason why there's another surge, another wave sa Pinas. Okay? Alright. So this is the reason why we need COVID-19 vaccine. Okay? We need to vaccinate a lot of people to have a herd immunity and para po matapos na tong pandemic. Okay? So alright, there. As of January 10, okay, total administered sa Pinas ay 100 million. Okay? First dose is 57 million, complete dose is 52 million, and the booster shot is 3 million. This is as of January 10. Okay? All right. Imagine, January 10, the population in the Philippines is 112,372,989. Okay. The 2 shots of COVID vaccine that was given, 52,849,101. So it means it is only 47% of the total population that's been COVID vaccinated with 2 shots. Okay. Again, population is 112 million. Fully vaccinated. Here in Singapore, we consider fully vaccinated if you already have the booster. So, if you have the 2 shots of COVID vaccine plus the booster, imagine 3,577,703. That's only 3.18% of the Philippine population that has the booster. Okay? And this is the reason why we really need to keep up sa vaccination drive because as much as possible, we wanted to reach 70% of the total population to be fully vaccinated to have the herd immunity. Ano po yung herd immunity? Ito yung magkakaroon ng mai-immune na lahat ng tao sa paligid, and even those people who cannot have this vaccine, mapoprotektahan po. Okay? Imagine 70%. So we are hoping by March, ma-reach itong 70%. Okay? Alright. So, COVID vaccines, there are different types. Okay? The RNA, DNA, viral vector, virus-like particles, yan yung mga different types of vaccine. And the most controversial is the RNA. Why? Because they said that RNA, minadali lang yan, hindi siya undergo ng matagal na studies, etc., etc. Okay, we'll go to it later. So I think quick guide for the vaccines, definitely the Pfizer is from US, Germany, which has 95% efficacy rate. AstraZeneca is 62 to 90%. Moderna, 94.5%. Johnson & Johnson, which is just 1 shot, to be still unknown. Sinovac 50 to 78%. However, again, efficacy rate, nagbabago-bago po yan. Depende sa studies ng countries. Okay? So, ang pinaka-controversial dito is the Pfizer and the Moderna because they're both mRNA-based vaccine. Okay. So, ito po yung yung sa explanation ng mRNA. Okay? Hindi po siya minadali. Okay? Because as early as 1987, okay, it was found by Robert Malone by using the fatty droplets, nagkaroon na sila ng idea about the mRNA vaccine as early as 1987. And then, by 1960s to 1970s, they finally discovered how this mRNA vaccine, okay? And then, 1975 was the first liposome drop mRNA delivery to cells, okay? So it means way back, pinag-aaralan na po yung mRNA vaccine. And then, nataon na last 2002, nagkaroon po tayo ng pandemic, which is SARS. So, nagkaroon po ng another study about the mRNA vaccine. Okay? So, bakit nga ba biglang lumabas agad-agad tong mRNA vaccine kung sa pandemic na to? Because lahat ng company nag-uunahan sa pagkaroon ng mRNA vaccine, nagkaroon ng funding. Nagkaroon sila ng proper funding. So, definitely, they were able to study it as fast as they could. Okay, kumbaga, meron na siya eh. Staggered lang siya. Pero dahil niya walang funding, nai-stop. Okay? So, kaya siya lumabas ng mabilis. Okay? So, how it works? Okay. So, kapag yung first dose ng vaccine pumasok sa katawan mo, okay, para siyang bahay na ginagawa pa lang. Mga hollow blocks pa lang, may semento, may foundation. Yan yung nangyayari sa first shot ng vaccine. That's the reason why kapag nagkakaroon tayo ng side effects. Kasi may ginagawa yung vaccine dun sa katawan natin. Okay. Ito yan. Ito yung first shot. Ayan, yung mga semento. Kumbaga, nagbubuo na siya ng foundation niya. Okay? Until, ayan, so magawa yung building, okay? Ayan yung mangyayari. And then, tuturukan ka ulit ng second shot hanggang sa mabuo yung bahay. Okay? Ito yung evil house. Ito yung evil virus na mabubuo. Okay? Ngayon, yung soldiers ng katawan natin, from the time na ginagawa pa lang yung foundation, yung structure, yung bahay, nanonood na sila. Tinitignan na nila kung ano yung component, kung ano itsura nitong evil virus na to. And our body has the memory cells. These cells, memory nga, di ba? So matatandaan nila, ito yung structure, ito yung evil virus. So pag pumasok siya sa katawan ng tao, matatandaan nila yon at yun yung pupuntiryahin nila. Okay? So yan. So ito yung soldiers ng katawan natin. So since naalala niya na, ito pala yung evil virus, ito yung nakita kong foundation, yun yung lalabanan niya. Okay? So yun po yung mRNA vaccine. Okay? Yan. So what are the myth buster? Let's go to the myth buster. Okay? Myth, we cannot trust COVID vaccines because they were rushed. Tulad nga po ng sabi ko, they were not rushed. Okay? Way back, pinag-aaralan na siya, yun nga lang po talaga nag-short sa fundings. Okay? So, COVID vaccine has microchip. Wala po. Will be positive kapag with COVID-19. Pag naturukan ka, magiging COVID positive ka? No. It can cause genetic changes? No. It can cause infertility? No po. No need to wear mask or follow protocols? Lalong no po. And is long COVID real? Yes, it is. Okay. So, is it necessary for a COVID-recovered person to take the vaccine? It is still advisable po. Can a person having COVID-19 infection can be infected? As much as possible po, we wait for 14 days po na negative sa COVID bago po mag-vaccine. Okay. So who can get the vaccine. Okay? Sa Pfizer po and sa Pfizer, those who are 5 years old and above can get the vaccine. Okay, here po sa Singapore, nag-roll out na po yung between 5 to 11 years old, 5 to 12 years old po na pinabaksina na po. Okay, and then Moderna, 18 years old and above. Johnson & Johnson, 18 years old and above. Okay, all right. So who are the eligible? Sino yung mga pwedeng magkaroon ng vaccinations? The immunocompromised. Ito yung mga obese, yung mga hypertensive, yan, mga diabetics. But then, please consult your doctor. If you have any medical condition, please consult your doctor if you can have the vaccine. Number 2, senior citizens. Okay. Number 3, 5 years old and above. Again, this is for Pfizer. 18 years old and above, pregnant women can do, breastfeeding mothers, healthcare workers, those with mood disorders or mental disorders can have, and all those frontliners. Okay? Who are not eligible to have the vaccine? Again, those immunocompromised, those who are undergoing stem cells, those who are undergoing cancer treatment, who have severe allergic reactions, low platelets, and bleeding disorders. So it's still best to consult your doctor if you have any medical conditions. Okay. All right. So according to Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, Pfizer and Moderna, eligible 65 years old and older, ulit na lang ako dito, 18 years old and above, okay, and for Pfizer, 5 years old to 12 years old, pwede po. Okay. Ayan. Choosing your COVID-19 booster. So ito na. You may choose whichever COVID-19 vaccine that you want. Okay? If you had the mRNA vaccine, you can, for example, you have 2 Pfizers. Okay? You can have your booster Moderna. You can mix and match. All right? Hold on. Can mix and match booster shots? Yes, definitely you can. What do I mean by that? If you have Pfizer, you can have Moderna, which I did. Okay. And then you can also have Moderna, Pfizer. You can also do that. But for Sinovac, it's quite controversial because according to studies, if you have 2 Sinovac, you must have 3rd Sinovac. Okay. But it's still your choice. Okay. My family, 2 Sinovacs and 1 mRNA, which is, I said, it's all right. No worries about that. Okay. Because there are studies that if you had Pfizer, and Moderna, you will have a better protection of 72%. If you have Moderna, and Pfizer, you will have 60% of protection. And if you have Sinovac, it is more better protection than having mRNA as a booster. Okay. However, it's still your choice, right? Okay. Dito po kasi sa Singapore, all right, ang niro-roll out talaga is Sinovac, Pfizer and Moderna. Okay? Those who wanted to have Sinovac, they can go to private clinics and they will pay for that vaccine. Okay? But it is not as they did not want they don't advise the Sinovac to be the booster. Okay? Kasi ginagamit lang ang Sinovac dito if may allergy ka sa Pfizer o sa Moderna. For example, yung first shot mo, either Moderna or Pfizer, may allergy ka, yung second dose mo and your booster will be Sinovac. Yun yung ginagawa nila dito. Okay? Yan. So what are the side effects? Okay. Pain and swelling on injection site. Ito po yung pinaka-common. Okay? Or mabigat yung injection site. Fever, chills, headache, muscle and joint pain, sore throat, flu-like symptoms, fatigue, sleepiness, and nausea. And guys, I had all these side effects sa Pfizer, okay, and Moderna. So lahat yan naranasan ko, which is ayoko na, kaya ako nag-Moderna. So less yung side effects sa Moderna. But again, the side effects means that yung vaccine may ginagawa sa katawan mo. So it's not a bad thing at all. Okay. So reminder, after the vaccination, please do not immediately go home after the vaccination. You have to stay at least 30 minutes sa vaccination site before going home. And please tell them if you have having allergic reactions such as rashes, difficulty of breathing, or palpitations, okay, during the observation time. Things not to do after vaccination. Please do not carry heavy loads or things. Do not do any strenuous activities such as sports for 2 weeks. No alcoholic drinks for 1 week. And do not do any running or jogging for 2 weeks. So again, no strenuous activities. Okay? Yung mga stretching, okay po yan. Alright. So again, there is no such thing as perfect vaccine. Okay? And so why do you need to be vaccinated? Number one, naghihinakos na po kami mga healthcare workers. And as of now, I think 300 to 400 plus ang may COVID vaccine na sa PGH, and even those mga nasa airline nagpa-positive na rin po. Sa Singapore, if you're working in Citibank, if you're not vaccinated, they will fire you. They have the right to fire you. Even the French president also said that so, right? In other countries, they will magpapataw sila ng tax. Sa Quebec, they will impose tax to those who are unvaccinated. Here in Singapore, if you are unvaccinated, they have the right to fire you. So, again, it is for your loved ones and especially for those people who cannot have the vaccines. Okay? For those who lost their loved ones because of COVID, matuto na po tayo. It is for the economy and for those people who lost their jobs. And definitely, if you have infected with COVID vaccine, you have to pay hundred thousands to millions. For the people whose mental health are affected, alam naman po natin during this pandemic, marami pong naapektuhan ng mental health. And for the OFWs, like me, na gustong-gusto na po umuwi ng Pinas, okay, at makapiling ang family for even for a short time, frontliners, and definitely para po sa mga bata, sa mga anak ninyo. And most of all, para po sa inyo. Okay? Okay. Yung vaccine po kasi, it doesn't guarantee na hindi kayo mahahawaan ng COVID. It doesn't guarantee at all. Tulad nga ng sabi ko, there's no such thing as perfect vaccine. Kung talagang magkakaroon kayo ng COVID, okay? But this vaccine will help lessen the severity of the vaccine. Okay? Kasi dalawa lang yan eh. Gumaling ka or mapunta ka sa morgue. And 80% to 90% of those severe cases ng COVID vaccines are those who are unvaccinated. So again, according to studies, 80 to 90% po ng mga hindi bakunado ang severe cases ng COVID. Okay? This is the reason why sinabi na rin ni Duterte na hindi palalabasin ang mga taong unvaccinated. Okay? Which is kahit naman po dito sa Singapore, ginawa din po yan. At ginagawa pa din po that all unvaccinated people cannot also hindi po sila pwedeng pumasok sa mga establishments because we have an app, Trace Together app, okay, like this. Hindi ko alam kung nakikita nyo. Right? So yan. So makikita if vaccinated ka o hindi. Okay? And bago ka pumasok sa mga establishments, you need to scan this. You need to scan a barcode for them to see if you're vaccinated or not. Or we have this. We call this token. Okay? Yan. So, tinatap namin yan sa machine before kami makapasok sa mga establishments. And definitely, if you're not vaccinated, hindi ka makakapasok. Okay? So, malalaman nila. Okay? So, technology also plays the roles here. So, yun po. Okay? So, it is better to have protection than none at all. Sinasabi ko po sa inyo na this COVID vaccine will not guarantee na mapoprotektahan kayo totally at hindi kayo magkakaroon ng vaccine. But then, magkaroon man kayo, it will lessen the severity. So again, the decision is yours, but please consult your doctor. So again, please follow the protocols. Please wear the proper mask. Don't wear the cloth mask. Wear your face shield if you want to. Hand washing, social distancing, and if you know how to do swab test on your own, please do so. All right. So that's all. Thank you. And if you have any questions po.
Yes, thank you so much po, Miss Monsanto, for the very informative and comprehensive presentation. Lalo na ngayon naka-live tayo, everyone's, maraming nagwa-watch and currently ngayon, kasi marami pa rin hesitant to do the COVID-19 vaccine. Very, hindi sila ganun ka participative when it comes to vaccination dito sa worldwide.
Yeah,
So,
worldwide. Because even here in Singapore, there are few thousand, or I think 50 to 60,000 na ayaw pa rin magpa-vaccine. But then the government are urging them. That's the reason why they came up of the plan na, yun nga, if hindi sila vaccinated, tanggal sa trabaho. So, mamili lang sila, di ba?
yes.
Then, of course, in the Western countries, we all know na ayaw pa rin talaga nila sa vaccine. That this is the reason why, according to World Health Organization, by next 2 weeks or months, half of the European population will have COVID or Omicron already. So yeah.
Ma'am, I have a question. Kasi di ba, currently we have the what you call Deltacron. So may Deltacron. So what can you say na ito parang pabago-bago yung variants, but then yung ating vaccine, mga vaccine natin, parang it's not upgrading. What can you say about it?
It is not because it's not upgrading, but they cannot anyhow, kaka-booster mo pa lang, booster ka na ng 4th, booster ka pa ng 5th. If they going to do that, if they're going to keep on having as a booster, hindi na siya mag-take effect. Kasi hindi na rin gagana yung sa immunity yung vaccine. So, definitely, the virus will keep on, yun yung sabi ko, it will keep on mutating. The only way for us to fight this one, if we're going to be vaccinated, we are racing against time. Kailangan natin maunahan yung virus mag-mutate bago sila mag-mutate. Because we never know, pag nag-mutate, to the point na pwedeng maging resistant sila sa vaccine.
Oh, so yun yung pwedeng mangyari sa mga taong ayaw magpa-vaccine, right?
Yes, and doon sa mga taong ayaw magpa-vaccine, definitely yung severity nila is mas mataas.
Mas at risk sila.
Yes.
With
That's the reason
severe
why
COVID-19.
In most countries, 80% ng ICU cases nila are unvaccinated.
So, yes ma'am. Ngayon ma'am, what can you say dun sa mga pwedeng mensahe mo sa mga taong namimili sila pagdating sa vaccine, lalo na dito sa Philippines. Mostly, we only have Sinovac. Pero it's still a good vaccine. Pero gusto nila may choice sila. They keep waiting para dito sa brand ng vaccine. What can you say to them?
I think no need to wait. Just go to those vaccination centers and get your vaccines, whether it's mRNA or Sinovac. Okay, because yung Sinovac, ano pa rin naman yan, vaccine pa rin yan. And here in Singapore, there are also people who are medyo choosy, alam mo yun. Lalo yung mga matatanda, gusto pa rin nila yung mga old school, like yung nga yung Sinovac. So, yeah, so they have the choice as long as please be vaccinated. Pero dyan sa Pinas, I don't think, wag na kayong mamili. Kung ano yung nandyan, yun na yun.
Yes. And honestly, it's a privilege din na yung ating mga vaccine is for free. What more na lang if hindi free, di ba po?
Yeah, exactly.
Sobrang, it's something you could be thankful for, lalo na ngayon sa nangyayari ngayon sa economic.
If they want to choose,
yes,
they can go to, like here, they can go to private hospitals, then like Sinovac. If you have one Sinovac, then you have to pay $20 to $30. It's your choice. You have to pay or you want it free.
Yes, of course, siyempre dapat mas maganda pa pag free. Ngayon, ma'am, buti na lang din po na-share mo yung situation ngayon sa Singapore na if you're unvaccinated, ganito yung mangyayari sa'yo, something like that. So ngayon, kasi dito sa Philippines maraming nagre-react and medyo hindi maganda yung reaction nila nung ipinanukala yun ng presidente natin dito sa Philippines ni President Rodrigo Duterte na dapat yung mga unvaccinated hindi po pwedeng pumunta sa mga or recreational thing na hindi sila po pwede pumunta unless what can you say dun sa mga sa feel nila na yung human rights nila because they are unvaccinated.
Actually, there's no human rights na violate because the government is trying to protect them also. Because kung ayaw talaga nila mag-vaccinate and na-COVID sila, and then pupunta sila sa hospital, and then they're going to blame the government for not doing anything, it's the same. Okay? And and knowing the government ng Philippines, halos kung titignan mo siya, para siyang pina-follow nila yung lead ng Singapore. So titignan ko yung trend eh. So kaya nakikita ko siya. So ino-obserbahan ko yung trend. So sabi ko, okay, I already know. So I already know what to do. I already know what to tell my parents or my family. Ito gawin mo kasi ito yung mangyayari.
So, honestly, thank you po sa pag-share nyo regarding sa situation ng Singapore. So, para ma-import din sa ibang tao na it's not only in the Philippines na ganun yung nangyayari. Even sa other country, mga kalapit nating bansa, as Ian, they're doing it as well. So, thank you for sharing it, lalo na for those na ngayon nandito sa webinar natin ngayon and sa live sa Facebook po. So, it's very eye-opener na ito yung mga sinasabi niyo po ngayon. So, thank you so much. So, for those of you, if you have questions po, if wala na po, I would like to call our President Lion, Princess Elaine Tan, to present po the certification po for Miss Monsanto. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Anytime.
Good afternoon, nurse team.
Hi.
Hello. I hope, by our joint efforts, we will encourage the unvaccinated to get the job. So on behalf of Manila West Tondo Lions Club, Manila West Tondo Campus Lions Club, Quezon City Matanglawin Executive Lions Club, and Manila West Tondo Leo Club, we present this certificate of appreciation to Miss Mary Christine Monsanto in grateful appreciation of her exceptional performance during this webinar given this day, January 12, 2022, signed by yours truly and Secretary Lion Marie Fedailo. Nurse Team, thank you very much again for gracing us this afternoon. We are honored and humbled to have you again as our guest speaker. Thank you po.
Thank you din po, and thank you rin po sa mga nakinig.
So thank you so much, ma'am. Ngayon, may I ask everyone to turn on their cam so that we could have our photo op. Photo op tayo. Okay. So ready na po ba for the photo op? Give us your best smile. Okay po. So ready? 1, 2, 3. Again, wait lang po for a while. 1, 2. One, two, three. Okay, thank you so much po. So, if, wait for a while. So, may I ask everyone po to like our Facebook page? So, it is Manila West Tondo Lions Club. So, thank you again po so that wraps up our afternoon activity on behalf of Manila West Tondo Lions Club. Thank you all for making your time in your busy schedules to join us here in this afternoon. So it's been our pleasure to host this event. I wish you all a pleasant day. Thank you so much. See you again.